Hey you guys, well, it's a brand new day and a brand new weekend. We are back with all the latest news, views and updates from the world of Bollywood and social media. मैं हूं मनीष
और मैं हूं सागरिका चेत्री। शो में करेंगे बहुत सारी बातें, लेकिन सबसे पहले नजर डालते हैं आज की ट्रेंडिंग स्टोरीज पर। इंटरनेशनल सिंगर डॉक्टर ज़्यूस ने बाला के मेकर्स को किया स्लैम ऑन सोशल मीडिया फॉर रिक्रिएटिंग हिज म्यूजिक विदाउट हिज परमिशन।
Hrithik, Roshan and Tiger Shroff starrer film War बन गई है highest grossing film of 2019 by crossing 300 crores.
सैफ अली खान की फिल्म लाल कप्तान को मिला बहुत ही डिसअपॉइंटिंग रिस्पॉन्स, सिर्फ कमाए 50 लाख रुपए ऑन इट्स फर्स्ट डे।
और ऑडियंस पीबी रिएक्ट्स में लेंगे आपके टॉप कमेंट्स। And now it's time to take your comments from Friday's episodes right here on PB Audience Reacts. And our first story was about the two sisters, Priyanka Chopra and Parineeti Chopra, coming together to lend the voices for the film Frozen 2. और उस पर आपके जवाब आए हैं।
जी बहुत एक्साइटेड है लोग। कुश पॉल कहती है we love Priyanka Chopra, she always does good work.
Right. RT says, but there are no singers. By the way, I'm so happy for Priyanka. I hope अच्छी dubbing हो because English में बहुत अच्छी dubbing है. And then another user says, can't wait to hear the voice of epic Priyanka Chopra.
क्या बात है, लोग तो यहाँ पे बहुत एक्साइटेड है। लेकिन दूसरी स्टोरी जो हमने डिस्कस की थी वो थी मनोज बाजपेयी का एक्सक्लूसिव इंटरव्यू, जहां उन्होंने कहा कि कैसे एंड एज एन आउटसाइडर इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू बिकम एन इनसाइडर इन बॉलीवुड।
Right. AK says, Manoj sir, you don't have to bother about insider and outsider. People love you and are going to watch your movies anyway.
And Sweekriti Subedi says, yes, I felt Manoj sir is right on media giving importance to star kids.
फिर आखिर में हमने जो स्टोरी आपके साथ शेयर की थी was about Arjun Kapoor starring in a film about a creature, namely a crocodile, and the details of the film were given to you, but उस पर हमने आपसे ये पूछा कि is this a new wave of filmmaking and is this something that people are really excited to watch, और उस पर आपके जवाब आए हैं। Sameer Sheikh says, this kind of film needs high animation effects, which means heavy budgets, and for the recovery of the budget plus profit at the box office, they should cast a bigger actor from the industry other than Arjun Kapoor, who's not been so successful.
और वहीं जनकतुल रीमू कहते हैं आई एम गोइंग टू सी इट ओनली फॉर राणा डग्गुबाती। देयर इज सम फैन फॉलोइंग फॉर राणा हियर, बट थैंक यू गाइस फॉर पुटिंग इन योर कमेंट्स एंड गिविंग अस योर वैल्यूएबल फीडबैक एंड योर व्यूज। कीप डूइंग इट, यूज अ हैशटैग एंड वील टेक योर टॉप कमेंट्स ऑन द शो टुमारो।
The Ayushmann Khurrana starrer film Bala is back in the news again, and one more time for all the wrong reasons. This time, international musician and singer Dr. Zeus has accused the makers of using his song Don't Be Shy, remixing it, rehashing it without his permission.
Absolutely. Hence, the question is to you guys, have we had enough of remixes and recreating music? Do let us know using our hashtag below. We'll take your top comments on the show tomorrow. Dr. Zeus actually took to Twitter and he posted out a tweet saying, are you guys taking the... And he tagged the filmmakers, Badshah, Sony Music India, Maroc Films, and he said, when did you compose Don't Be Shy and Kangna? More to the point, how dare you guys be writing off my old hits? You need to get original. My lawyers will be in touch.
Well, सागा सचिन जिगर ने इस फिल्म के गाने को कंपोज किया है या गानों को कंपोज किया है, and this film obviously they've used this song which is an original, which was a super hit back when it had released in 2004. But Badshah has been the guy who's lent his voice to this song.
Yeah.
और उनमें थोड़ी मतलब he kind of felt a little bad about it, and he took to Twitter and he in fact not just took to Twitter but called up Dr. Zeus and had a chat with him, which we'll get into later. But let's see what he said on Twitter. He says, I am aware of the situation around Don't Be Shy. I want to start by saying that I love and respect Zeus Paji immensely, and he knows it. He has the right to get angry with me because he's my senior and I've learned a lot from him. He is the last person I'd want to go through something like this with. I got on the song, which has been recreated by my friend Sachin Jigar only after making sure we had the necessary rights.
So, now that's sweet of him. Actually, that's a nice gesture, right? To acknowledge that somebody is upset that his song has been recreated, and here's Badshah giving out an explanatory message for the fans as well, indirectly.
Right. Just to kind of clear it out. Now, but one thing, एक बात जो यहाँ पर जाहिर होती है, Saga, is that Bacha is saying that he has done his research,
Yeah.
or the makers of the film have taken the necessary rights to recreate this song. तो इसका मतलब ये है that I mean, it's just an assumption that on a legal ground they are in the clear. In that sense, the makers of the film Bala, they're in the clear. What is Dr. Zeus upset about? We will get into that a little later.
Right.
But he did respond to Bacha's tweet.
He said, big respect to Badshah for actually having the courtesy of picking up the phone and addressing me about this don't be shy situation. I have no issues with you, bro. You're my family and always will be. As for Sony Music India, it's not about last-minute credits that are still totally wrong. He's saying कि उनके गानों में उन्हें last-minute credit ज़रूर दिए हैं, but that's not the point. It's his song, and at least a courtesy call, even if a contract says that the label has the rights of the music that he's composed and sung, at least a courtesy call अगर जाती कि यार we are recreating your song and
Right.
you know something's coming up, maybe show the song first to the composer. Maybe
Right.
that would have been a nice gesture as well there.
It would have been a nice gesture, and like we said earlier, that Bacha has made it clear that the rights of the songs were very much in place before the song was recreated, and all the necessary legalities were taken care of. Having said that, yes, like you said, Saga, कि एक ethical behavior होता है, and this is not a singer who just kind of came and went and who didn't really leave a mark. He is still considered an icon in his space of music, and this song in particular, whether it was Don't Be Shy or even Kangana that he had created, had become iconic songs in the mid 2000s, which everyone all over the world was listening to.
True.
So to recreate that song is just an ethical thing that you go ahead and you kind of at least intimate the person, saying that, hey, you know what, we're creating this song. What do you think?
Right, but Manish, जब आप एक म्यूजिक कंपोज करते हो, उसे लॉन्च करने के लिए, रिलीज करने के लिए, you need a music label, of course.
Right.
And there are different kinds of contract. Now 2004 में ये म्यूजिक आया था, उनके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में क्या लिखा था उस पर भी डिपेंड करता है, because
Right.
I'm afraid if the contract says that the music label has the complete right of who they can sell it to आगे जाकर, तो I am afraid that Dr. Zeus has no say here. It's just that he must be personally hurt, he must be feeling cheated that his song has been recreated. लेकिन अगर उनके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ये लिखा है कि he holds the right, then the makers of Bala are in trouble.
Well, we tried to get in touch with Dr. Zeus's team and Dr. Zeus himself, but they have remained unavailable to comment. So, contract में क्या लिखा है, कैसा, what the outcome of this will be, only time will tell. But having said that, a very important question arises over here, Sagarika, कि are we not being able to create original music anymore?
I see a problem here, Manish, honestly, because it looks like it has become a shortcut to success or to promote a particular film, because 98% of the films have a song which या तो उनकी धुन आपने पहले सुनी है, या तो प्रॉपर रिक्रिएट किया है गानों को, या फिर गाने की जो लाइन है वो भी यूज किया गया है, because of course audience has the recall value for these songs or these words. So it's unbelievable how every movie has a song. तुम last 6 months की कोई भी मूवी उठा लो, 98% of the films will have songs,
a recreated or remixed song from the past, whether it was a 90s song or a song further back. Yes, and this is becoming almost like an epidemic. कि मतलब हर फिल्म में हर म्यूजिक कंपोजर यही कर रहा है, यही ऐसे ही गाने, like one would say that Vishal Shekhar, they haven't rehashed their songs, that previous songs or older songs, but if you look at War, 2 songs that they've had have both had very familiar lyrics, very familiar taglines, whether it's Jai Jai Shiv Shankar or Ghungru.
Yeah, but you must give it to the creators that these are original songs.
These were originals, no taking away from
right, but
that.
let's talk about the films which have recreated. Talk about Luka Chupi, Khandani Shafaqana, Jabariya Jodi, Batla House, Houseful में इतने सारे गाने जो है हमने ऑलरेडी सुने हैं एंड आई थिंक ऑडियंस भी थोड़ी सी अब फेड अप हो रही है एंड
you think क्योंकि इन गानों को काफी व्यूज भी मिल रहे हैं, so I think it's a two-way street that if the audience had to reject it completely then these songs wouldn't be rehashed and remade, but the fact is these songs, whether it's on an online platform or whether it's on the radio, these songs are rating really high and
some people curiosity के कारण देखते हैं कि अरे कैसा रीमेक किया है, चलो देखते हैं, कुछ लोग मजे लेकर भी देखते हैं and of course it becomes, these are all dance numbers which are quite groovy. You can't take away that. But I think we need fresh, we need more songs. I think there has to be a full stop somewhere.
And just my question is, where are the Rahmans anymore? Where are they? So for those of you sitting at home, do write in and let us know whether you think that songs should be remade or not anymore, or we need more original content. Write in using the hashtag below. The pathbreaker and the guy who breaks stereotypes and does different things, Saif Ali Khan is back yet again with his latest venture called Laal, Kaptaan. In this film, he plays a Naga Sadhu bounty hunter. That's very interesting, right?
Very interesting, and I love Saif Ali Khan as an actor, the choices he makes, but why aren't his films working? I mean, this question is to you guys. Tell us, write in, use our hashtag and tell us why aren't Saif Ali Khan's films working at the box office. I mean, जिस तरीके के कैरेक्टर्स उन्होंने प्ले किए हैं पिछली कुछ फिल्मों में, I mean 2000 से ही अगर आप उनकी फिल्में देखो, he's always done something हटके. And yes, all his films have not been appreciated by the critics sometimes for content, the direction, and of course you can't blame one person or hold him responsible for the success or failure of the film. लेकिन I'm really upset at the fact that उनकी फिल्मों के लिए जो फुटफॉल होता है थिएटर्स में बहुत कम होता है.
Right. The reason why we're talking about this and we're kind of saying that it's really unfortunate is because on day one, which was Friday, the film released and the film just made 50 lakh rupees on day one, which is less than what Sonam Kapoor's The Zoya Factor made, which was 70 lakh rupees. So one had expected कि you know इस फिल्म की जब हमने ट्रेलर देखी थी, इस फिल्म का जब हमने फर्स्ट लुक देखा था, it was looking really exciting. It looked like a film that everyone wanted to go and see.
True.
I don't know what the reason was for this film to not create that kind of a buzz. शायद उसकी marketing में थोड़ी कमी पड़ गई या क्या हुआ वो पता नहीं है. But the film didn't get as much attention as we feel like it should have got on day one at least.
Right.
And then after that, now the film hasn't really picked up steam. But the good news for the film is that critics have not slammed the film. It's got a mixed review. We can't take away from that. But having said that, also the expectation and the forecast is कि word of mouth के जरिए इस फिल्म को और बढ़ावा मिलेगा और लोग जाएंगे इस फिल्म को देखने and it will actually do well.
Also फिल्म में जो दूसरे किरदार हैं उनकी भी बहुत प्रशंसा की गई है, especially दीपक डोबरियाल and of course Saif Ali Khan जिस तरीके से he has gotten the skin of the character has been really appreciated, but unfortunately you know it's not worked at the box office. But you know मनीष ऐसा भी कह रहे हैं कि because war का जो success था even though बहुत पहले रिलीज हो चुकी थी war, लेकिन it's still running strong at the box office and because of war also people have not actually gone and watched Laal Kaptaan.
Right, I mean that's the same fate that The Sky is Pink had faced because जब वो release हुई थी तब war भी थी साथ में in the theaters and people prefer to go and watch war. Now this raises the question कि a film which has good content, all right, doesn't work at the box office. Yeah, and you know, when you watch the film, you'll see that the director of the film, Navdeep Singh, has tried to make a decent attempt in making a really good film. और जैसे आपने कहा, the performances are great, the costumes are fantastic, cinematography by Shankar Raman has been extremely well. You know, there's a fight sequence that's shot in nightlight, which is done really beautifully. So in parts, this film looks really good and looks really promising. But like I said, it's only word of mouth that will actually carry this film. Insofar as promotions or जो marketing करनी थी, वो I don't think has really worked for the film. So let's hope word of mouth actually carries this film forward and takes it to success.
और मनीष success से याद आया, actually this reminds me कि मनोज बाजपेयी ने एक exclusive interview दिया था where he spoke about the mindset and how a film should be looked at and its success. Let's take a look at this.
मुझे हमेशा लगता है कि एक्टिंग और क्वालिटी की प्रशंसा होनी चाहिए, बॉक्स ऑफिस की प्रशंसा नहीं होनी चाहिए, और जब वो लगातार होती है हमारी कंट्री में और मुझे गुस्सा आता है.
Well, there you have Manoj Bajpayee giving his view on what a successful film is and how it should be looked at. Saga, I just feel like I kind of agree with Manoj Bajpayee, where he says that that the success of the film should not only be looked at from box office numbers, and he wishes that people's mindsets and thinking changes. And I do kind of agree with that, because there are lots of good, really good films which have been made not just in the recent past but even previously, which have not been, which haven't kept the box office numbers ringing, but have been incredible films. And that's how I see a film. That if it's really made well, if it's got a great storyline, if the narrative is exactly what it should be, I think it's a great film. Doesn't matter to me whether it's a hit or flop at the box office.
Right, but unfortunately, we all know in these times, box office numbers matter.
Yeah.
Whether you're a bankable star or no is being decided looking at the box office numbers that you've garnered, or the opening day number rather. So it's a gamble. It's a business, and it's out in the open. People are aware that now these things matter, and producers will not invest in a film or will not trust you to carry a film on your shoulders if you've not shown the results.
I know, I agree. At the end of the day, filmmaking is a business. Bollywood is a business, and out at that. It's just that I feel like film is also an art, and the art needs to be also appreciated. So maybe instead of saying that it's a flop at the box office, which kind of measures the success of a film, or says that a good film can be a flop, but that doesn't make it a failure, which is what my point is. Like, you look at films like Silsila, जो बहुत पहले 70s में बनी थी, या लम्हे जो early 90s में बनी थी, जो कि आज के ज़माने में they looked at again at iconic films as textbook films, की great acting, great cinematography, great music, and all of that, but they were still flops at the box office. So does that mean that just because a film does not ring in the numbers and make the money at the box office, it is a film that needs to be brushed aside and forgotten?
चलिए Planet Bollywood में लेते हैं एक छोटा सा break, लेकिन stay tuned because we have a lot more stories coming your way. The big announcement in the movie business is that reportedly War has crossed 300 crores and has become the highest grossing film in 2019.
Yeah, and this brings up the debate which had started some time ago when the digital and OTT platforms had just exploded, that will people go to the theatres and watch films? Now, our question to you guys is, a full-on Bollywood masala action film, when it releases in theatres, does the audience really just go and want to watch that in the theatre and have that experience? Do write in using the hashtag and let us know.
Well, it looks like कि war के साथ तो यही हुआ है.
Yeah, of course, the question is quite redundant. Does the audience actually want to go and watch these films or not? Of course they do, because War has become such a stupendous success. But having said that, it is now being thought of as what a Mission Impossible franchise has become. That a series of films based on this one genre, and with Hrithik Roshan as the constant. Or we were discussing a little earlier how Siddharth Anand didn't expect this film to be such a big hit. और अब वो कह रहे कि आदि से वो आदित्य चोपड़ा से वो बात करेंगे and decide how to go ahead with this entire franchise.
Absolutely, and the way the film has ended, we definitely know there is War 2 coming soon, and it was also trending on social media today. और लोग already इस film की cast को guess करना शुरू कर रहे हैं. After the धमाकेदार जोड़ी of Hrithik and Tiger in the film, they're all talking about who's next after Tiger. And they really want to see Hrithik and Ranveer together. I mean, that's not a bad idea at all.
That's actually quite an interesting pairing of Ranveer and Hrithik. It'll be even bigger than Hrithik and Tiger, I would assume. But now let's talk about these box office collections. On day one, War opened at 51.6 crores, right? And then day two, the collections dropped a little bit to 23.10 crores. But then over the rest of the week, it picked up tremendously, and in just over 20 days, it, like you said, it made over 300 crores, which is, faster than any film that has reached 300 crores in the recent times. And it's beat the record-breaking Kabir Singh, which made a net of 278 crores. So it's done a tremendous business.
It's episode 6 on Myntra Fashion Superstar, और इंडिया के फर्स्ट फैशन इन्फ्लुएंसर की खोज अभी भी जारी है, और इस हफ्ते कंटेस्टेंट्स को काफी इंटरेस्टिंग टास्क भी मिला है.
That's right. The task this week is hashtag fashion fashion beyond life, where they have to actually talk about what is really hot and what is really not. And इस episode में एक contestant बाहर जाएगा, and then we move on to the next episode. But let's take a look at the trailer because this looks really interesting.
Hashtag fashion beyond me.
Are you ready for it?
So guys, it's week 6 of Myntra Fashion Superstar.
Who are you styling?
Oh no, that's really hard. You have to strip off all her sexiness.
You don't have to shed your clothes to look sexy.
Mr. Daniel Bauer!
Think really hard today because one of you is going to be leaving the house of Myntra.
Personally, I don't find them sexy enough for a transformation.
Becoming India's next big fashion influencer is not easy.
Myntra Fashion Superstar, streaming on the Myntra app. Download the app now.
Well, there you have it, the trailer of episode 6 of Myntra Fashion Superstar, which drops tomorrow on Tuesday on the Myntra app.
Right? And you can watch it on Zoom at 8 p.m. every Tuesday. Well, those were our trending stories for the day. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place at 9 p.m. This is me, Sagarika Chetri.
And me, Manish Anand, signing off. But before we go, we remind you to stay tuned into the conversations using the hashtags as you've seen below each story. And we will take your top comments right here on the show tomorrow. Until then, good night.